let's use synthetic division to factor a polynomial. So let's start off with example 5. It says, consider this 4th degree polynomial. And taking a look at part A of this problem, it wants us to use synthetic division to find f of 2 and q of x. So let's start with that. If we find f of 2, that means we're going to set up our chart with the 2 on the outside, and then we're going to take our 4th degree polynomial and check and make sure it's in descending order, which it is, and then the coefficients of the degrees as they descend in power go across the first or the top part of this chart. So we have 2, 7, -4, -27, and -18. Now we take the first number in our chart and we drop it below the line, and then we start multiplying and adding. 2 times 2 is 4, 7 plus 4 is 11, 2 times 11 is 22, -4 plus 22 is 18, 2 times 18 is 36, -27 plus 36 is 9, 2 times 9 is 18, -18 plus 18 is 0. So since our synthetic division tells us f of 2 equals 0, that means it's a 0 of f of x. So since it's a 0 of f of x, we can take these numbers and use them as coefficients of a polynomial of 1 degree lower than f of x, and that will be our q of x that we are asked to find. So q of x is equal to 2 times x to the third. And once again, I'm starting with the third power because f of x was the 4th power, and we divided it by one of its factors. So our polynomial has now been reduced in power. Plus, then our next coefficient is 11, x squared, and then our next coefficient is 18 times the variable x, then our next coefficient is 9, which is a constant. So we have found the value of f of 2 is 0, and we've found q of x. Now let's move on to the next part of part A. Verify that x plus 3 is a factor of, and it's blank right there, and I apologize for that. That should be a factor of f of x. So to verify if x plus 3 is a factor of f of x, we have a variety of ways, but using synthetic division, we would take x plus 3, and if it's a factor of f of x, then that means that x equals -3. So we would be finding the value of f of -3 if we did synthetic division, and it should work out to be 0. So to verify that x plus 3 is a factor of f of x, we're going to do synthetic division with -3, changing the sign of that factor. So back to f of x, I'm going to grab my values 2, 7, -4, -27, and -18, and do synthetic division now with -3. So -3 times 2 is -6, and 7 minus 6 is 1, and -3 times 1 is -3, and -4 minus 3 is -7. -3 times -7 is a positive 21, -27 plus 21 is a -6, and -3 times -6 is a positive 18, which is 0. So we have just found that f of -3 is equal to 0, which means x equals -3 is a 0 of f of x, and it also means that x plus 3 is a factor of f of x. And that's part A of this example.